Hey, welcome. What if I told you there's this one super simple grammar trick that can instantly make your writing sound more professional, like way more polished? A single tweak that adds a ton of authority and flow. Well, that's what we're talking about today. We are unlocking a true grammar superpower.
Okay, so take a look at these two sentences right here. On the left, you've got, to communicate clearly is important. I mean, it's correct, but it feels a little stiff, right? A bit clunky. Now look over at the right. Communicating clearly is important. See, it flows better. It sounds smoother, more direct, and yeah, a lot more sophisticated. They mean the exact same thing, but one of them just lands better. So what is going on here?
Well, that secret ingredient, the thing that makes that second sentence pop, is this incredibly powerful tool called the gerund. And we're about to break down exactly how you can use this grammar superpower to seriously level up your own writing. Let's get right into it.
All right, let's jump into power number one, turning actions into nouns. So here's the deal. The gerund's main superpower is its ability to take an action, a verb, a doing word like run, and it basically packages it up so it becomes a noun, a thing. So running becomes a concept you can actually talk about.
So, what exactly is a gerund? It's really simple. It's just a verb with that ing ending that's decided to act like a noun in a sentence. I love this analogy. Think of it as an action wearing a noun's costume. So the action of, say, studying becomes the concept of studying. And once it's a concept, a thing, you can use it as the subject or the object of your sentence. Pretty cool, right?
Okay, and this is where it gets super practical. You see, some verbs just need an action to be their object. They need a thing to act on. And when that thing is an action itself, the gerund is your go-to tool. Verbs like avoid, suggest, or admit, these are perfect examples.
Let's see this in action, because this is where it really clicks. Look at that first example. What are the researchers avoiding? They're avoiding the act of making broad claims. See? The action, making, has become the noun, the thing that's being avoided. Same deal with the next one. What did the editor suggest? They suggested clarifying the thesis. The gerund just neatly packages that whole action into a single concept. It's so efficient.
Okay, moving on to our second superpower. And honestly, if you only remember one thing from our whole chat today, make it this. This is the simplest, most important rule that will immediately make your grammar better. I'm not kidding. Here it is. This is the golden rule. After a preposition, words like in, on, for, by, about, after, if the next word is an action, you have to use a gerund, always. Every single time, there are literally no exceptions to this. This is your biggest and easiest quick win.
Let me put that another way, just to make sure it really sinks in. The infinitive form, to plus a verb, is never, ever correct after a preposition. You'd never say, she is interested in to learn. It just sounds off, right? That's because it is wrong.
And it's a super simple three-step process. Seriously. Step 1, find your preposition. So in the sentence, she was commended for designing an innovative bridge, our preposition is for. Step 2, what's the action? The action is design. Step 3, just snap them together with the gerund. For designing. That's it. So easy.
All right, on to our third and final superpower. This one moves us past just being grammatically correct and into the world of style. This is how you use gerunds to really create that formal, analytical, and authoritative tone in your writing. This is the expert level stuff.
So let's do another side-by-side. The sentence on the left is, fine. They reviewed foundational literature, and this deepens analysis. It's a bit wordy, a little clunky, right? Now, look at the upgraded version on the right. Reviewing foundational literature deepens analysis. Wow. By starting with the gerund, we make that entire activity the subject of the sentence. It's just so much more direct, concise, and professional.
So, why does that work so well? What's the magic here? Well, starting with a gerund basically frames the whole activity as a key concept. It shifts the focus away from who did it and puts it squarely on what was done. And that creates a more formal, objective tone. It makes your analysis sound less like you're telling a story and more like you're stating a powerful, undeniable fact.
Okay, theory is great, but let's be real, practice is where it counts. So now, it's your turn. Let's apply what we've just learned and see if you can spot the mistakes in these next few sentences.
Okay, first one's up. He is interested to learn more about modern art. Something's a little off there. How would you fix that one? Take a second to think about it.
And there it is. The correct phrase is interested in. And since in is a preposition, what comes after it has to be a gerund. So we swap to learn for in learning. That is the unbreakable preposition rule right there in action. Perfect.
All right, let's try another one. She is committed to improving her research skills. Now this one's a little trickier. It's a really common mistake. What do you think is wrong here?
The correct sentence is, she is committed to improving. Now this is the key. That word to isn't part of an infinitive like to run. It's actually part of the prepositional phrase committed to. And because it's a preposition, it has to be followed by the gerund improving. That's a great one to remember.
Okay, one more for you. He denied to steal the data from the server. This one's a throwback to our very first superpower. What needs to change here?
And the fix is, he denied stealing the data. This goes all the way back to power number 1. The verb deny is one of those special verbs that needs a gerund for its object. What did he deny? He denied the act of stealing. Awesome job.
So let's do a quick recap of your new gerund superpowers. Power number 1, you can turn actions into nouns so you can use them as subjects and objects. Power number 2, the unbreakable golden rule. You always use a gerund after a preposition. And power number 3, you can start your sentences with a gerund to sound like a total expert.
Look, mastering this one simple tool isn't just about passing a grammar test. It's about giving your ideas the clear, authoritative voice they really deserve. So you can now build much better sentences. The only question left is, what incredible ideas are you going to build with them?